What's up, YouTube? So I want to talk about a few things today about this rig specifically. And there's a lot of misinformation about it as far as what qualifications you need to drive it legally on the road. I just wanted to clarify and just like enlighten some people about what you're going to need to drive this vehicle on the road. Now, for the longest time, I thought you were able to drive this, and I'm sure a lot of people are under the impression that you're allowed to drive this legally with a regular Class C driver's license. And that's, again, what I thought the whole time. I was told that by many different people that are selling them, of course, that, you just need a Class C license, no problem. I've never had a problem. I've driven it for years on the road. I've never had a problem. I've heard that so many times. But I just kept thinking that just doesn't seem like I want to believe that, but it just doesn't seem right because this thing has full-on air brakes. Also, the GVWR, which is technically what they go by in every state. If it's over 26,001 pounds, you cannot drive that with a Class C standard license, let alone you also will need an air brake endorsement, being it has full air brakes. So obviously every state is slightly different, but the fact still remains is you're going to need a Class B or a Class A standard license to drive this. And there's no way around it. You're going to need a Class B or a Class A non-CDL to drive it. So in a lot of states, you could register your vehicles as a historical vehicle or a classic vehicle. This one is registered as a historical vehicle. That still is not going to exempt you from having to have at least a Class B or a Class A non-CDL license. The CDL just means that you're able to drive a vehicle with 26,000 pounds GVWR or over for hire. So this thing is registered as an automobile and a historical vehicle. It is not a commercial vehicle. So then therefore a standard non-CDL Class B or Class A, at least a Class B, will work. Also though, again, you have to have air brake endorsement. Like I said, this thing is full-on air brakes. So you got your pressures here, all air brakes. Everything is air brakes. And you can kind of hear it, they're really low right now, but they're air brake. So you're gonna need that air brake endorsement. You just don't want to be the person who gets pulled over and you get that one cop or police officer, whatever, sheriff, and they know the rules. You could technically get in some trouble driving this with a standard Class C license. So don't do it. Also, so you know, clear as day, the GVWR is this number right here, 31,550 pounds. Okay, it is not the empty weight. And some people say, well, the vehicle doesn't weigh over 26,001 pounds. That doesn't mean anything. That's not the GVWR. This thing is 21,550 pounds. The GVWR is what it's capable of doing, or pulling with the payload or towing. It is over 31,500, or over 26,000 pounds. It's 31,550 pounds. So then therefore, and it's also, you have to remember too, it's also triple axle. So you got 3 axles. So any of it, even if it was 2 axle standard with just 4 wheels, if the GVWR is over 26,001 pounds, you need a Class B or a Class A license. So guys, again, I just wanted to share that with you. That's for all the M923 series, 932 series, I believe it is. All of them, you're going to need a Class B or a Class A non-CDL license with your air brake endorsement. And then you'll never have a problem. So anyway, thanks for watching, taking the time to listen. Just trying to raise awareness and help people out there that don't know that you do need the proper licensing to drive it. I just don't want to see anyone get in trouble. And anyway, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to be definitely making more videos about this. I know I say that all the time. And have a good day.